This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a Tuesday because we have some insane news. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm lying because it doesn't shock me like the sound made it out to seem, because it doesn't at all. Solana is down for the 11th time, and we're going to talk about how it's impacting the market. Bitcoin is hovering around 43K, just under 43K. So we're going to jump into the news. If you guys are ready for the zest, you're ready for the education and clearing the air of all the sorts of fun and craziness going on, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out with friends, because YouTube does it, and we have to share it out. It's a must. It's a must. Now, as you guys are saying good morning to me in the chat, because you guys know we love saying good morning to each other on this channel, you're checking out none other than our three amazing sponsors. eToro, sign up, get $10 on them. Market Cipher, links in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code Zesty for 20% off at checkout. And then you have Cake Wallet, that's absolutely killing the game, like always. Justin, good morning to you on TikTok. Theodore, good morning. Greg, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm wearing red for all the blood in the streets with all the Solana people that didn't listen and still have a lot of money in Solana. But we're going to get into that. I'm going to get into my little rant in a second. Let's say good morning to everybody. We have financial failure. It's nice to see you. Oval Colin Pirate said they were waiting for the rant. It's coming. It's coming. We have Randy, Jason Hamilton, Nismo's in the chat. Kyle, Andrew Masad. Nice to see you. Who else? You guys are going off in here. I think I say hi to Colin, Mike Volmer, Savage Bruce. Nice to see you. John Legend. All Set is in here. Tom Allen. Greater Good, good morning. Black Hat Team, good morning. Galaxy, good morning. Technique Teak, good morning to you. Ben Spada, nice to see you. Redman, what's up? Who else? Automatic Beats with the pass, you know, the pass. Thank you for passing this morning. We have S-Dog, nice to see you. Nash, good morning. John Foster, say hello to Emma for me, please. And hello to you, of course. Crypto Farmer, good morning. Lazarus, good morning. Mark Smithson, good morning. Who else? Who else? I think I got a lot of people. Crimson, what's up? War Player, AB is in the chat. I think I got everyone. Cool. Dope. Oh, Alvio, M2, FF, David G, Ski Pax, Naren, Elliot J, ETH Maxi's rejoicing. That's funny. Roberto Hernandez, hello from Arizona. Hello from NYC. Sawtooth Hiker. All right. Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Animals here too. All right. All right. I see, like, as I'm talking, more people are coming in. So thank you guys for joining me today. Again, we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. And I'm sure we can do it today with all the news that's going on and all of the craziness that's happening. I see we have like 80 people here. We have around 40 likes. So let's just pamp it, man. Like, we're killing the game so far. We just started. Andrew F., OG Backroad. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Welcome to the show, Cactus Leo. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we're going to get into the news. Biomax, everyone in here, make sure, again, you're smashing the likes, you're sharing this out with friends, and we're getting after it. And also, again, our sponsors. They're amazing people. Check them out. Firstly, as people are coming in here, because I know everyone's going to ask about the Solana news, what's going on there, so I'm going to just do a little bit of bank news, a little bit of that, so that way we have some people in here as people are flying in, and then we'll get into what everyone wants to talk about. First, we see that the banks are failing, and even the biggest ones we see, whether it's regional or even bigger than that, they are suffering. We see Wells Fargo, Bank of America, TD, KeyBank, and a bunch of others are closing around 139 branches in January alone. So we see here it's already February, but we do see for the month of January, there was a huge hit on the banks. And even the last quarter of 2023 as well. U.S. banks filed to close 37 branches in a single week last month, with Bank of America, TD, and KeyBank together responsible for more than 2/3 of that. Bank of America emerged as a front runner in the ongoing elimination of costly brick-and-mortar banking locations in the U.S. Said it would shut down almost 160 last year and already announced 30 in the first month of 2024 alone. A total of 139 scheduled bank branch closures were made public in January, more than the monthly average across 2023, according to their regulator. In another week last month, American banks said they would shut down 41 branches. TD Bank told Daily Mail that although it notified regulators of 10 closures last month, they will not take effect until April, and customers will still, therefore, be able to access those branches until then. Here's the thing with these bank closures, because they actually notify you just a few weeks before, and you're lucky if you see it, because then if you have a safety deposit box or really anything physically in that bank, then you might not get it back. So you have to make sure that if you are part of KeyBank, TD Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, US Bank, Citizens Bank, then you might be one of the 139 branches at least that they are set to close, and all of those happened within January, more than the monthly average across 2023. So obviously, we know that the banks are failing. The banks are not doing okay. And you know what? They're really not even telling you why. They're not telling you that the banks are insolvent. They're not telling you that they are not able to cover deposits anymore. They're not telling you that there are no reserves. So there's so many things that go into the banking system and so many shady things that go on within the banking system that they don't want you to know about. They don't want you to know all these branches are closing until they do. And then once the bank branches close, then you have the smaller banks get eliminated. Then you melt up to the bigger banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, that are closing branches as well. So who's going to be left? The JP Morgans. And will it only be JP Morgan at the top? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Will we have straight up just JP Morgan? Is that bank what they're planning to be the end all be all for the system? The whole traditional financial system, it seems like a lot of it is melting up to JP Morgan. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So I see people are coming in. Again, make sure you guys smash these likes, share this stream out with friends. Right before we get into Solana, we have Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. She talks about Binance. She talks about finance. She also warns of crypto risks in the system, which again, doesn't really make sense. Janet Yellen is set to tell Congress that the crypto industry poses several potential hazards to the financial system, including dangers of stablecoins, runs on crypto platforms, and volatile prices. Yellen is appearing before the House Financial Services Committee on Tuesday to explain the latest work of the FSOC, which is the Financial Stability Oversight Council, a group of financial agencies that the secretary leads. So the council, which is meant to head off the next financial crisis before it happens, has paid special attention to crypto risks in the recent years, putting them among the top categories of potential worry. Quote, the council is focused on digital assets and related risks, such as from runs on crypto asset platforms and stablecoins, potential vulnerabilities from crypto asset price volatility, and the proliferation of platforms acting outside of or out of compliance with applicable laws and regulations. She said she'll keep working with Congress and that applicable rules and regulations should be enforced, and Congress should pass legislation to provide for the regulation of stablecoins and of the spot market for crypto assets that are not securities. This is actually laughable. Straight up laughable. Because Janet Yellen said that all the crypto exchanges must comply with the rules for anti-money laundering. And if there is anti-money laundering practices that are happening here, the bad actors in the system, that they will make sure they use every resource possible to wipe these crypto exchanges out. Yet we're seeing multiple banks like TD Bank, HSBC, and many others, Citibank included, that are not doing the right thing by their customers, cannot cover deposits, and are not even giving the details required for AML. They're able to clean money and manipulate their own system. So what I don't understand is how crypto could pose such a risk when the banks themselves are a huge one. Branches closing, 139 in January alone. The regional banks are crashing, they're failing. This is only the beginning of the financial crisis. So how is crypto more risky than the banking system if they're just depleting every single day?
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
ZIP.
Thank you, Doug, for the ZIP. So how is crypto more risky than the traditional financial system? It doesn't make sense. Crypto risks, less than 1% of crypto's activities are for illicit financing. And you know how? Because the blockchain, because we understand transparency there. And the runs on crypto asset platforms. What about the run on the banks? What about everyone that was waiting outside SVB last year waiting for their cash? What about people that are at New York Community Bank now that are watching this stock halve and literally lose half its value in the last week, at least, and still crashing, being halted left and right? Sounds very familiar.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Greater than Solana.
That's true. Absolutely. It seems that the banks are more out of compliance than crypto. And that's what she has to realize. And that's what she does realize. And that she keeps saying applicable rules and regulations should be enforced. They keep going on with this regulation by enforcement, which we already know does not work. They can't stop crypto. They can't stop anything that goes on in this space, including the exchanges, because the exchanges will live outside the United States. They're already proving that they will. If they keep shutting out crypto, it's more loss for them than they think. It's all part of the theater. It's all part of the FUD. Don't listen to a word Janet Yellen says. Instead, just give me a Gary Gensler emoji in the chat. Can I have a Gary?
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. You are welcome. Collision.
A thank you. A thank you, Doug. A thank you. Freaking wild, dude. Absolutely wild. A sin. A sin. Now, I see everyone's flowing in. I know I'm going to talk about the magic word. I'm going to talk about the magic word. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. It is, hold on. Let's take a sip of coffee, you know? Let's take a sip of coffee as people are coming in here. I know people want me to say the magic word. What's the magic word in the chat? What does everyone want me to talk about right now? Look at those Garys in the chat. We love membershippery. Rain that membershippery in there. All right. So let's get into it. We have the magic word, Solana. And it shouldn't even be with the rain of love. It's more like Solana. Here we go, guys. Solana is down yet again. And we've been talking about it since the first outage. Solana. Every single time it goes down, people freak out. They're upset like they are right now. But then people have short memories. And they forget that in April of 2023 was the last outage before today. 5:22 a.m. on today, February 6th of 2024, Solana went kaploom yet again. Now, how many times is Solana gonna go down for people to realize that this thing is completely centralized and completely and utterly manipulated? That the reason it gets as much press as it does is because there are so many rich VCs involved with it. And who really kickstarted it all? SBF. So the fact that people kept carrying on with Solana and there's so many good projects on that poor blockchain is astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. My biggest thing is in cryptocurrency and in life in general is security. If you are not worried about securing your assets, securing your data, then you're in the wrong space. And you really shouldn't even be on the internet. You need to make sure that your assets are going to be there when you need it. We understand that Bitcoin has been up for a long time, has only had a few issues in the past. And it's been over 10 years, so we're okay. We have Litecoin That's the longest running blockchain, longer than Bitcoin with no downtime, 12 years with no issues. Same code as Bitcoin.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Same code as Bitcoin. Just faster. 4x the supply. Cheaper.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. And the originator of the Lightning Network. So it has OmniLight. It has MWeb, Mimblewimble extension blocks for privacy, fungibility, and is actually able to scale. So why people are going to things like Solana that has downtime over downtime over downtime, that the fees don't even come close to Litecoin, the speed doesn't even come close to it, I don't understand. Solana is still down. Status.solana.com. Check it out. It has been since 5:22 a.m. It's 10 o'clock. That is way too long. If you have assets on Solana.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, KJ. If you have assets on Solana, if you have real estate deeds on Solana, if you have gaming assets that are worth thousands of dollars on Solana, now you cannot access it. Why? Why do you still want your assets on this blockchain? Oh yeah, maybe it could go back up. Maybe they'll just fix it yet again. But when is it gonna maybe not turn back on? When are the devs maybe not going to fix Solana? No one even thinks of that. Oh, maybe it'll just never come back. Why doesn't anybody think about that? It's proof of stake. It's completely centralized. We see here that at 5:24 a.m., 2 minutes after the downtime, Solana Status tweeted. What a mess. They said, engineers from across the ecosystem are investigating an outage on mainnet beta. This thread will be updated as more information becomes available. And they kept on tweeting. They said engineers from across the ecosystem are readying a new validator software release, which includes a patch to address an issue which caused the cluster to halt. Validator operators should prepare for an upgrade and a restart of the network. That is absolutely buck wild that they want to restart this network. That shows how bad it is. They said mainnet validator operators release version v1.17 is ready. Please upgrade and restart with the following instructions. And then they said they could be directly accessed there. So if you are a validator on this god-awful network, then you could go check that out. This has happened way too many times.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
I need to see more super chats. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, this is what happened. They don't even say what happened, really. They said they're experiencing a performance degradation, and block progression is currently halted. Core engineers and validators are investigating. They said that they began generating snapshots using their local ledger state, and then that validators are entities, if you guys didn't know, that utilize computing power to maintain a blockchain and process transactions. That is absolutely astonishing. Now, we see in May of 2022, this is what happened with Solana. It was down for 7 hours over a weekend. And because they had all of this stuff going on that they actually just couldn't handle. They said millions of transactions flooded the network, and it led to validators to run out of memory and crash. We already know that Solana has been stress tested, and it cannot handle it. Solana is just getting worse and worse and worse. If Solana couldn't handle May of 2022 type volume, because May of 2022, that was the bear. How could it handle if it goes mainstream? All of these VCs that are pumping and dumping this poor coin. Why? All the news networks that keep it on their screen. Who told you to do that? And why do you continue to keep Solana on your screen when all it is a VC coin that is not helping anybody? And like I said, there are great projects on this poor network, but it does not work. And why don't we use things that work instead of pumping something that doesn't even handle what you're trying to do with it. Like I said, if you have real estate deeds, if you have things that are worth thousands of dollars on Solana, then you'd have no access to it right now. Why would you risk it again? Who is really behind all these things? And then the Solana phone, all these projects that are put out on, it doesn't make sense. How many times are the devs going to fix it?
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Redman. That's cute. How many times are the devs going to fix it? How many times is Solana going to go down before people stop using it? Why do people use it now? Doug, welcome to the Zesty fam. Let's look at Solana price before I lose my mind. Solana is at a critical level. It's at $94.69. Not even going to laugh at the 69 because it's a horrible case right now. We have a red dot that's pulling that momentum down. Money flow is nearing that zero line. VWAP is down. Absolutely awful. And we're breaking below neutral. Now, of course, there's going to be people that are trying to send this, right? That are bringing that volume in because they're trying to defend this poor coin that literally cannot function. Now, we're at $94. Bullishly, you want to go back to that 107, 105, but then $77, $78 could come back into play based on previous levels and previous sets of history. Now, this is important. Very important. Solana is very much volatile, very much something that's unreliable. Now, the TA makes sense. Doesn't look too bad considering what's going on. And you know why? Because people can't trade it. People cannot trade it. All of these other exchanges, obviously, they could not keep it on the exchanges. They couldn't say, hey, man, like, let's keep trading everything that's going on if the freaking network doesn't work. Like, if the network doesn't work, how are you trading it? Now, of course, I don't know. Somehow there is some trading going on, but it just really doesn't make sense at all. Like I said, I'm here for security, and it's not funny. Yes, I know, Hannah. It's not funny that these people are losing so much money. If you have your Solana on your wallet, you can't even move it. You can't even process transactions right now. How many faults does Solana really have that they're not telling you about? Who has access to the network? Who can really manipulate it? Why was there really downtime to begin with? What's the real story with Solana that they're not telling you? Who owns some of the biggest amounts besides FTX, besides the estate? I want to know the tech infrastructure. I want to know the investing infrastructure. Who really has their hands in Solana that it's still moving, that people are still buying it? That the Solana phone still came out. I knew when the Solana phone came out that was a freaking mess. Because, of course, that everything is on that phone. All these Solana airdrops. Oh my gosh, yes, Solana. This is again where the greed gets the best of people because they saw all these meme coins. Yeah, let's go on Solana. Let's trade these meme coins. Now we know that there's a bunch of people that were manipulating that too. But go Solana, it was almost dead after FTX collapsed, and it was at a low of whatever, what was it, $15, and then lower than that, it was around $9 Solana. And now it's up to $94 Solana. People thought that was amazing. Run it, pump it. The greed got in the way again. People saw the green candles. Let's pump Solana again, like during the FTX days when it was completely manipulated anyway. And we also know FTX has a huge bag that they could dump and that they're staking too. That's why we Bitcoin. This is why we Litecoin. This is why we look at cryptocurrencies that are proof of work, because it seems like proof of stake has more than plenty of issues. Even Ethereum's having issues with the validators, the queue, processing transactions in a timely manner. This is why proof of work. This is why it always ends up going back to the basics. What is here? What are we using that actually works? And that's Bitcoin. But the fees are high. That's why we Litecoin. That's why we Litecoin. Longest running blockchain with no downtime, feasible, proof of work, actually decentralized. I like that, Lazarus. Proof of mistake. I like that. Like, it's so, and you know, proof of stake too, it goes back to like, whoever has more could do more. Where proof of work is not like that. So, listen, I understand that Bitcoin fees are high, but that's why we Litecoin. That's why we did Gbyte. That's why we do so many other proof of work coins that actually could scale. AU Daddy says, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little heated that people are losing money, that people are wasting so much time on a network that doesn't even care about you, where they just release more and more and more. And they take, and they take, and they don't give you anything back. I know a lot of people are talking about Monero, and I don't know why Chad's super chat didn't pop up. But yeah, we're going to talk about Monero being delisted as well. We're going to talk about that. I'm definitely going to mention that. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I don't know. I'm just very upset. I think it's very wrong. And I think that Solana makes crypto look bad because, you know, Solana is not a good example because they put it on the TV. They try to promote it because of all these VCs, because of all these rich people that know other people that put it on these freaking TV screens. When
thank you.
It's just,
thank you.
oh,
You're welcome.
Andrew, thank you.
You're welcome.
Testing. 100.000000000 Doge.
Thank you. I love my Dogecoin. And I feel bad that people are like seeing this on TV screens is totally manipulated. Like, it just blows my mind. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just wrong. But anyway, I don't know. It's like I wanna move out of this. I just, oh man, it just hurts my heart so much. People just being led in the wrong direction, and then other people are telling you, like, oh yeah, let's, like, other people are shilling, like, oh yeah, buy Solana, do this, do that. And I'm thinking about all the people that gave people financial advice. So take this out of your portfolio, put Solana. Oh my God, what? So I'm refreshing Solana now, and as I'm ranting, Solana seems that they have some operational systems now. Seems like mainnet is back up, and it says it's operational now. So I think everything should be all right. So if you have some assets on Solana, I guess you can maybe move it now. But it's absolutely disgusting what happened today. I don't know how long Solana is going to be in the space for, because honestly, again, when are you going to wake up one morning, Solana's down, and it's not coming back? At this point, that's what I think. I'm preparing for the day it doesn't turn back on. I'm preparing for a day where people are crying. And you know what? Like I said, that they put it, all these VCs, they pay people, they do all this stuff to put the Solana on the TV screens. And then what happens when things like this go down? Then they get to talk about it on TV in the mainstream. Oh, look, what are the top cryptocurrencies? Solana is down today. That shows how bad crypto is. When people already know it's gone down 11 times now. And that majority of people, like, what? But Chad, you can't say it's too big to fail because it's already failing. It's already failing. So if they say, again, you can't turn it back on, we can't figure it out, then what do you do? And then they choose this as a reason to come after crypto because of how bad this technology is. Move past it. I'm over it. So over it. Goodbye, Solana. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And you know what? People got mad at me because I was talking about Solana, how it's unreliable. Oh, yeah, it went down almost. It was been up for almost a year now. Please, please. Now, I know you guys want me to talk about Monero and everything that's going on with that as well. So we're gonna talk about Moneros. We're gonna talk about the Moneros. So Binance is delisting Monero. Oh, man, I'm upset about this. Binance, it was stopped the listing of Monero privacy token as of February 20th, and other 3 tokens will be delisted, such as Aragon, Multichain, and VAI, and they will no longer meet the standards that Binance expects. When a coin or token no longer meets the standard or the industry changes, we conduct a more in-depth review and potentially delist it. Withdrawals of the token will not be supported after May 20th. So make sure you guys are looking at that. We have OKX that has delisted Monero, Dash, and Zcash. But the thing I have with Dash is that I have a lot of Dash friends. However, Dash has gone down. So whenever something goes down, I get a little bit scared, and I kind of stay away from it after that because, again, I look for security. I look for something that's going to be there. And I didn't see that as being there. Hold on. Where's my Monero chart? I'm trying to find my Monero chart. Give me a second. Wow, what? XMR. Okay. Well, give me a second. I guess I have to chart it again. I don't really know what's going on here. That it just did that to me. Oh, I think because it got delisted. That's why. Okay, I got you. So let me see, because I see it's still on Kraken. Hold on, let's see. All right, so I have 2 major levels that I have saved from Kraken, and we're gonna take a look at that for a second. Sorry for the delay. This is insane. It's just so hard to find a chart here because of the listings. Just devastating what's happening to Monero right now. We were above the 200-day SMA. We were doing okay. And then just today, plummeted. This is a hefty drop. We're at $116 today, down 30%. We got everything this is just a mess. I don't even have to talk about this. It's just a straight downward spiral for Monero right now. And that ugly volume coming in, I think it's kind of sad. I think it's very sad that Monero is getting delisted because I think this is all about freedom. And I think this is all about a space that you should be allowed to do what you want. And it seems that privacy coins are actively getting crushed because they give you the ability to have that privacy, to have fungibility, which I think there's a reason for. I think everybody is entitled to privacy and not just criminals. So that's why I love Litecoin and Litecoin MWeb. I think Monero gives you that promise as well for that privacy. So I think it being delisted is very bad for the space because I think it's discriminatory of like a section or a sector of the space that is pretty much very needed. But people could look at this as a buy the dip opportunity for Monero. All I know is that it's going to be very hard to acquire it. So if you are a fan of Monero and you want to make sure you secure a few dollars of it, then go for it. And if you feel like you won't have access to that, then you should be aware. But yeah, delisted from where? It's going to be delisted from Binance. So if you want to make sure you take a look at that. And you'll have until May 20th to withdraw from Binance. And they're delisting it pretty soon, February 20th. So you have 2 weeks exactly from today to make sure you get your Monero off. And if you want to buy it or whatever it may be. Shout out to Hannah in the chat. Shout out to Tom Crown, my boo, Papa Tom. Nice to see you. Jim C said he's going to buy some more Monero. Go for it. Do whatever you want. I can't tell you whether to buy, sell, or do whatever. I don't give you that financial advice. I'm not telling you buy Solana, don't buy Solana. Buy XRP, don't buy XRP. Buy Monero, don't buy Monero. Am I rating your portfolio? No. No!
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
So yeah, I don't give you financial advice. I will never rate your portfolio. I will never tell you what to do with your money. So you guys could do whatever you want. NFA all the way. And I even have that in the description of my video in a little disclaimer. Nothing I tell you is financial advice, and I will never ever advertise anything as financial advice and tell you something's not financial advice, but give you financial advice in the same breath. I've seen too many things, too many troubles. All right, nice to see you guys on TikTok. You guys are in a deep conversation. Can't really keep track, but I hope you guys are doing okay over there. Nice to see you guys chatting over there. Do what you want, not financial advice, but buy Bitcoin, Tom said. You're funny, dude. You're funny.
Oh, God!
Why is Binance delisting Monero? They said it doesn't meet their standards, which means that they just don't like privacy. That's really what it's about. But the chart is pretty ugly today, so please make sure you're watching out for that and you're keeping up with the price action for Monero. Oh, poor thing, poor thing. We have even the post from Binance here as well. People were saying that's a shame. Monero is one of the best cryptocurrencies. And then they said they periodically review each digital asset to ensure that it continues to meet the high level of standard that they expect. And when it no longer meets that standard, then they are going to delist it. They even put a little link right here to their blog post. They said that all these things that they look at right here are commitment to the team of the project, level and quality of development, trading, liquidity, stability, and safety of the network. But you know, it seems that they are delisting Monero, and one of the things that they're talking about is the safety of the network. Does this mean that Solana will get delisted from Binance? Does this mean Solana will be delisted from a bunch of exchanges since the network is incapable of staying up? That 11 times it's been down? Maybe Solana should get delisted if it's not safe. And, you know, there was even another criteria here is evidence of unethical and fraudulent conduct or negligence and a contribution to a healthy and sustainable crypto ecosystem. Seems like Solana fails at mostly all of these. So it seems that they're targeting privacy coins, but they're not giving that same application to Solana and other coins that aren't stable. Seems like another piece of FUD against my poor little Monero. And we just have to see what happens, and hopefully they will be relisted. I think maybe down the road they could be delisted. They could be relisted, I mean, since they do play a big role in the space, and people are going to demand privacy at one point or another. Daddio said that Sol has too much people backing it to be delisted from anywhere. And that's, it's listen, the Solana soldiers, psh, push, are you crazy? Are you crazy? The Solana soldiers? Oh gosh, the Solana soldiers, people leading the Solana soldier. Oh god, it's just such a freaking mess. What a mess. And listen, that's why, like, sometimes it's okay to be a contrarian. That's why when originally I was coming out and saying, like, you know, I don't really trust Solana, and I was going on these shows and they were asking me, what do you think of Solana? And I was like, I don't really trust them. They thought I was crazy. Who's crazy now? Who continues to be crazy? I'm okay with being a contrarian. I'm okay with saying something that maybe people don't agree with. If I do the research and I feel like, hey, there are issues here, I'm going to express it. I'm going to freaking express it. And I don't care about your bags. I don't. You know, people get upset. They promote things because they want to promote their bags. And sorry, friends, this space is not about your bags. This space is not about making money. It's about self-sovereignty. So when we see things like Solana going down, we see delistings like Monero, we have to go back to the fundamentals yet again of why we're in this space to be our own bank and hold our value. Bitcoin has that finite supply of 21 million. Litecoin has a finite supply of 84 million. Litecoin's the longest running blockchain with no downtime. Bitcoin's right behind that. But to look at things like Solana, where it could not be there tomorrow, is very, very sad. Very, very scary. Where you have to consider that. You need safety. And then Monero being delisted is scary as well, because we need privacy. That's a basic human right, is privacy. So we have our fundamentals being called out on every single level today. And I hope we're going back to those fundamentals over the pumpamentals, because the pumpamentals fail almost every single time. Every single time.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Ken, thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. You're a swell bean. You're a swell bean. Life, liberty, property, being your own bank, and holding your value. That's what this space is about. And that's the opposite of what even Ripple is about. Ripple, Monero, very on different opposite directions here. But Ripple here, we see is in a little bit of a tiff, and the SEC has requested for their financial statements to be given, and we already see there's a lot of shady stuff going on at Little Ripple, because we had the founder get hacked, and he held in his personal account over $100 million of Ripple, of XRP. So how much does Brad Garlinghouse own? How much does all these other founders and team members of XRP own? What kind of price manipulation are they really responsible for? And how much of losing our rights are they going to be responsible for as they're teaming up with central banks to create private ledgers to effectively end your freedom with CBDCs? Let's find out. A New York judge has ordered Ripple Labs to produce certain financial statements and information on the institutional sale of XRP tokens at the request of the SEC. This was made in early January and follows a pivotal judgment in the lawsuit and that accuses the crypto firm of selling unregistered securities in the country. Last July, there was a ruling that the institutional sales of XRP broke U.S. laws, and only that. And they wanted to clarify and basically say XRP is not a security. They're having found Ripple liable for violations before the lawsuit was filed in 2020. The requested documents will aid the judge in determining whether the court should order injunctions or civil penalties for the period since then, and if warranted, decide how much the SEC said in its request. This was an order that was signed by Judge Sarah Netburn on Monday that compels Ripple to hand over financial statements for 2022 to 2023, along with contracts governing institutional sales since the lawsuit was filed. They did oppose the request and say that it was untimely and that the SEC's request is irrelevant. Now, I do think that if Ripple is so transparent and they really want to show you what's up, then give the docs. Give the docs. Be transparent. Do I trust the SEC in their judgment? Absolutely not. Do I maybe judge or do I maybe trust the judges more? Maybe, because it seems that the judges are really writing legislation for us, being that Gary Gensler doesn't make any moves unless a judge tells him to. The institutional sales of XRP, I can't say much about that. But what I would like to know more about is, again, how much do they all own? What kind of insider trading could have gone on at Ripple? That's the questions that they should be seeking the answers to. Institutional sales, yeah, hand over the documents. I don't think that's a big deal. We do know that regulation by enforcement is a big issue, and Ripple has been at the brunt of it, but it's only because Ripple and this whole SEC battle is a part of the theater I tell you about every single day when I say the theater is packed, the actors are here, and they're getting paid. It's absolutely true. That includes Gary Gensler, that includes the SEC, and Brad Garlinghouse, who is besties with the World Economic Forum. Literally was there last year in Davos. Yeah, XRP, woo, woo. Go on the World Economic Forum. They tell you how much Ripple is changing the financial system, and they're doing so much. Obviously, Ripple and XRP is part of their greater plan for CBDCs to effectively try to intrude on cryptocurrency and make people think, oh, yeah, let's just buy XRP because it might pump. But really, when you're supporting XRP, and you're buying this coin, which again, do whatever you want, can't tell you what to do. It's a free freaking market. You're effectively supporting people that are trying to end your way of life, take away your freedom. I'm not too with that. World Economic Forum, Brad Garlinghouse, that's all you need to know. That's it. Smash the like, share the stream out with friends. Do we have 150 likes yet? I'm just kidding. I know I'm ambitious, but we have 119. That's cool. Let's pamp it to 125 at least before we get to the charts. We have right here a big piece of news that everyone was tweeting about yesterday. I put up a short to let you guys know what was going on. We have GoDaddy, where you're able to register a domain and create a website with their platform, is now collaborating with ENS, Ethereum name service, to link your Web 2 and Web 3 domains for free. ENS, we see, has reached an agreement with GoDaddy to allow users to link internet domains to their ENS addresses for free. Web3 adoption by mainstream companies slowed down during the bear market period, but we see ENS and GoDaddy might signal a renewed interest. Quote, Beyonce owns Beyonce.xyz, and now she can set up a wallet by just going into the GoDaddy page and entering your address, says Nick Johnson, the founder of ENS. Now, Beyonce.xyz is her wallet identifier for all intents and purposes. Eventually, the goal will be to integrate more chains beyond Ethereum, they said right now it's for your ETH address, but going forward, it might be possible for you to do this with all chains to set text records, so you can make your .xyz or your .com your Web3 profile. This announcement comes as ENS is still in court with GoDaddy after they sued them over the sale of an ENS.ETH.link. They said, I guess you can have a disagreement with someone over one thing, but still remain good friends and still be happy to partner on other things. And we see eye to eye on a lot.
Bruh.
So GoDaddy and ENS are beefing with each other, but they just teamed up at the same time. So that's very Web3, that's very crypto, but still something that I think is pretty interesting as well, because I could have my misteen.eth address attached to missteencrypto.com. I think that's awesome. So shout out to ENS and shout out to GoDaddy for trying to merge everything going on, but still fighting with each other, but liking each other at the same time. I don't really know how that adds up. I do not. Oh, wow. Wows. What's going on here? I'm going to go into the coin requests, man. We're going to go into the coin requests. If you guys have any coin requests, then definitely let me know. I'm going to head into the market overview right now. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. Hey, you daddy, thank you so much for the hand hearts helping me achieve my goals. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Thank you. I appreciate it. We have 125 likes. Pimping.
Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
All right. Flat smack. I'll work on that. Let's go to the market recap, and then if I forget, remind me. So we have everything going on here. Flare is taking a fat poop. We also have Monero too, but ENS is pumping 19%. EOS is up 2%. So we see things like we have a mini sea of green. We have actually a puddle. We have a puddle of green. Some puddles of red too. I love Bitcoin too. For me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful corn. We're at 43,144 right now, 1.14% in the green. We see we're starting to pick up some momentum here with Bitcoin. Nice to see a fresh green dot printed, although the VWAP is slightly peeking over that zero line. But if you look very closely, my friends, look at that slight red money flow. It's right there. We need to pick it up. Pick it up, bulls. Where are you? Where are you, bae? Let's take a look at the RSI, where we're just over that neutral zone, aiming bullish right now. So that's very interesting. That's very fun. And I'm hoping that we can make some more moves here with the RSI overall and stay in that bullish zone. Right now, we're at 43.1, like I just said. And we do have that 41.5 that we're looking at as well, in that bearish direction if we were to establish support there. But also bullishly, I really want to test this 43.8. It seems like we keep testing and rejecting it, failing to really hold support at this level. So bullishly, I really want to hit that 43.8, establish support, and then head over to that 44.8 as well. Taking a look at Ethereum. Critical levels at our magical level, which is 23.40. We're $2 below that at $2,339. Oh, switching up on me, $2,338 now, 98 cents, flipping between 23.39 and 23.38, up around 1.75%. We see a fresh green dot. It was printed yesterday here on the 5th, right before Bitcoin. Bringing that momentum up. We have slight green money flow, but not too strong. VWAP is pumping. We also see here that the RSI is breaking through neutral and going bullish, which is nice. So 2340, again, is a critical level, magical number. And I feel like if we could confidently go through here, then I want to maybe have a nice zesty path to 2613, because when we went through with confidence, that's where we went before, and that also holds up for history as well. So I would look at 2340 neutral, close there, and bullishly head to that 2613. That's really what I want. That's what my heart feels warm and fuzzy at. Let's look at Litecoin, the right coin, because everybody loves Litecoin, especially when Solana goes down and everyone realizes that the technology isn't good and Litecoin's probably the best technology in crypto, hands down. Woohoo! $67.98, up 0.5%. We see we have a fresh green dot, a lot of Christmas tree action, but a fresh green dot printed. Hopefully that will bring the momentum up. Slight red money flow. Hopefully that changes. VWAP is pushing upward as well. Seeing here that the RSI is pushing towards the neutral zone as well. Let's see here. Again, $62 Litecoin I'm still worried about, but right now we're hanging at 67. I would ideally like to close above 69 and go to $70.46 for this 200-day SMA. Those are the major levels I'm looking at. And here's the, I know FlatSmack asked for like the all-time Litecoin chart. And it looks just, again, like we've had like some cycles here, like again, like 2018, 2019, we had a nice run up and a retrace. And then in 2021, we had a big move, but it wasn't quite the all-time high that we saw back here in 2017, in May of, what was this? May of 2021. So you can see, obviously, it's gone through the cycles, but it did not crack previous all-time highs in 2021 that it did in 2017. And listen, I don't think the price really reflects, and I talk about this all the time, that I'm not here to make money. I'm here for financial freaking sovereignty and self-sovereignty and what's going to get us there. And Litecoin is getting us there. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who doesn't give Litecoin credit for nothing, because as far as I'm concerned, the maxis are absolutely ignorant, and the people that are going on TV that are maxis, they're like, oh, yeah, I created this and I created that, and Lightning Network is so amazing and everything else in crypto is... They need to go look in the mirror, bro, because where did Lightning Network come from? It came from Litecoin. So the fact that these maxis are like, there is no this, there is no one after Bitcoin, is complete and utter lies and deception, because they want to pump their own bags. That's the reality. Now, is the price here great? Absolutely not. I'll be the first one to tell you that this is not a performer. Is there anybody that's going to say that this won't end up being one day? No. Is it possible that it could remain flat? Absolutely sure. But is the technology what matters here? Absolutely, because Litecoin is technologically superior to 99% of everything that's in the space besides Bitcoin. And some can even say that it might be a little bit better in one way or another. So is the price great? No. But is the technology absolutely freaking critical? And that's why we're here, because we're not here to make we're not here to pump and dump. Yeah. We're here to hold our value. We're here for peer-to-peer transactions and be our own bank. If you guys are like listening and filling your heads with green candles, profit this, profit that, then you're not going to get anywhere.
You're welcome.
Go have lunch on the POS chain and Solana Army Girl helium to the moon.
Oh, Ken. Thank you. I'm scared of both of those. I'm scared of all of that. Yeah, it's just absolutely freaking wild, bro. Oh, man. Yeah. Like I said, it's about the technology. It's about what's actually decentralized. It's about what's going to work when the banks aren't there for you anymore, and when the banks aren't open. And can we rely on something like Solana? No. Is Ripple going to protect you? Absolutely not. They'll be the first ones to sell you out. Is Litecoin going to be there? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a brick oven pizza kind of day. I agree, Alexander. I need food. I need food. Absolutely ridiculous what like is going on right now in this space. Again, I don't care about the freaking green can. Oh yeah, this space is about making money. Like, if that's who you're listening to, then I don't even know what to say about that. oh, if you're not here for gain, what? And then there's a bunch of people that are all of a sudden traders. Oh God. Okay, so we got Dogecoin. Dogecoin is below 8 cents today. I'm so sad about this, man. I'm so sad. We are below 8 cents. We're at 0.078. We've been lingering here for days. What's happening? 0.33% in the green. We have money flow. It's deep in the red. Momentum being pulled down like a freaking anchor with that red dot. VWAP down. RSI a little bit messed up, man. But it seems like it's curving upwards, has a nice curvature going there, has a nice curvature, but we need that real curvature. We need that up in that bullish zone curvature. We also have, again, we want to close at 8 cents, but I'm still worried about this 200-day SMA. That's at 0.0744 cents. Shout out to Zeus for the roses. You're amazing, Zeus. Shout out to you. As I was talking about XRP, still lame, still 50 cents, 48 cents still in play, red dot that's printing. Everything looks like a mess on XRP, especially since the hack with the co-founder on the 30th. So we still have a lot of things that are going on here. Cardano is 48 cents, 49 cents, still lingering here. And that even has a red dot that's pulling the momentum down. Red money flow, just everything a little bit stagnant here. It just seems like the market is very, sideways this morning, very meh. Incognito, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. What's Barbie got to say about this? Someone said I gave them the nanny vibes. The nanny vibes on TikTok. I don't know. I used to love The Nanny. I used to love that show. The Nanny was a hit. And it was just very relatable because it's like I know so many people that speak like her, the New York type accent and stuff like that. So Queen Nanny, honestly. Let's see. Dave. Dave. What are you saying? Something about... Yeah, listen, Dave. When numbers start to move on certain things, you know who's doing things. That's it. I'm not... Yeah. There's definitely... stuff. The Nanny is like George Lopez 3 a.m. vibes. No, I love The Nanny. You can't even say that. I would still watch it. I just found a new greater respect for you, Randy. I appreciate everything you said a minute ago. Thank you, True. I appreciate it. Because listen, I'm not, no hate for traders either. I think that's getting misconstrued. There are, listen, you guys have, for example, watching me, you guys saw I started watching the charts. You saw how I learned, thing by thing, and everything here's a progression. There's people that come out of nowhere. They're like, oh, all of a sudden I'm this, and all of a sudden I'm that. It takes time. It takes time to, build up that reputation. It takes a lot of time for people to know who you are. And I think a lot of people try to take shortcuts in different ways, and it doesn't work. And I've seen so many people come and go. I've seen so many people try to take shortcuts. It never works. Never. Which is why, again, you guys see what I do. You see how I'm learning charts. You guys see how we're building the channel. Everything's a progression. Everything's been the slow but nice way. And that's the way I prefer. But yeah, I'm here for the technology. I'm here for realness. And I even tweeted it the other day because I was feeling some type of way. I was feeling a little emotional because I love this space so much. And it pains me to see some dramas out here, which is why we even tweeted the other day and we said, hold on. Be real. People see through the nonsense. You could do whatever you want, but people will see. Do we have any coin requests going on? Dexter, pamp it up. Yes, pamp it. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Flat Smack, I'm here for proof of work with the miner emoji. Yes, man, I love proof of work. I love the miner emoji. Nesha, we have to stick together. Absolutely. People know. What's up, Coins Chick? Ninja. Annie's hot. Daddy-O said Bitcoin is a store of value, Litecoin is the currency. That was pretty good. What can I give you for that? That was a nice one. Let's see. Wow. Let's see this. I don't know if this is true, but it seems that Joe Rogan might have confirmed his Bitcoin wallet. Is this true? Let's see. So Bitcoin Archive tweeted and said Joe Rogan confirmed. Joe.
Oh God!
I'm sorry, I'm glitching.
God, please no!
Okay. Joe Rogan confirmed his Bitcoin wallet in 2014. People are saying it has 5.24 Bitcoin in it. That I thought was funny. But overall, guys, like, very zesty show today. We have some coin requests, so I'm going to jump into a few of those. We have PYTH. Is this a new one? I don't think it is. Hold on. Let me see if there's history.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
We don't care what coin you love. Crypto is the new banking system as long as you understand this wheel, fam.
That was gorgeous. At least somebody said it. Oh, yeah, this doesn't have any history. I can't help you with this. I'm sorry. There was another one. I think mobile has a little bit more history here. Let me go check that out. Helium. Yeah, this doesn't have much history either. You guys got to give me some history up here. Let's go check. I saw someone mention Chainlink. So we could do some Chainlink. We have 10 more likes until 150. So I hope you guys could check that out. Let's go to Chainlink really quick. Link is down to almost 2.5%, $18.67. We see that it was cooling off, and we did tap that $19.65, which we were watching, but we didn't close above it. We closed below it. So again, I'm looking to like maintain this $18 range, but we still have $16.12 that we formed somewhat of a support at, but was not strong. So I would like to create a support level there, if that's possible, if that's a thing. But yeah, I'm watching out for that $19.65. So you guys can see it. There you go. All right. Yeah, Rave Coin. I am dead. I am dead. But yeah, listen, guys, it is what it is. There's one more coin request. Let's do Hex. I'm a little freaking scared of that. Let's see. Hex is so scary, bro, because the chart is just a mess, man. The chart is a mess. And listen, I feel bad because like so many people are involved with Hex, man. I mean, and you could have made good gains when it hit the floor, it rebounded, but that's if you didn't buy when it was all the way up and at the top. And I know people that were staking. Oh gosh, I'm so scared. And I did do Monero before MetaMask. I did do that before. We do have Hex right now that's at 0.0076 cents, down 4%. Just everything a landslide downward. The VWAP is sideways, momentum's down, barely any money flow, barely any volume coming in. And we see here that it was mighty fine up here. Everyone was very, very bullish over here in March, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's bouncing back, woo, woo, woo. And then just sliding right to the floor right here at 0.002. So it almost really went to zero. And it's above the 200-day SMA right now. So looking to tap that penny and see if we make it. And then if we reject the 200-day SMA, then I'm looking at these lows again. But yeah, Hex is very, very scary. Hex is scary. I'm scared. Yeah, Monero is just like at these levels where I can't like I pulled it up before MetaMask, but it's just such a mess right now that you just got to be careful. All right. ICP, yeah, sure is on Kang. Sure. What was it again? ICP, where is that? There it is. Okay. $12.24. Barely trading, pretty flat, only 0.02% in the green. Oh, sorry. We have a green money flow that's not too short. It's dwindling, but it's still there, pretty okay. Red dot bringing that momentum down ever so slightly. VWAP is down, and the wrong type of curvature on this RSI. Wrong type of curvature. We do not like downward curvature. We like upward curvature. You know what I mean? We like upward curvature. We want to stay in the bullish zone, though, so it seems like we're heading towards neutral. But, yeah, I am looking at this $12.89 to tap, see if we can establish support there, because it seems like we're just struggling, and then bearishly looking at that $9.90. And it had just a crazy run-up. So if it does retrace to at least $10 or $9.96, I'm not surprised. But if it keeps running up and it has the power to do so, then bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. We're looking at that $12.92. And also right here, that's very bullish, which is $14.92. We need 5 more likes. Broadcast, who has the money printer on? Who's been funding the wars? Berber. Yes, it's true. Right, FOMO Sapien, Flat Smack, Andrew F. You have to know when to take profits to get out of a coin. Absolutely, absolutely. Privacy coins destroyed, Solana down, must be Tuesday in crypto. Basically, just full out drama. And listen, we haven't had news for a while now. So like the fact that like today is buzzing is at least something, man. At least something. The one who was Sol is recovering. I hope it does. Jim C. Hex is horrible. Listen, it is what it is, man. People invested in something. People wanted the chart. I show the chart. And I interview people. And if I did interview Richard Hart in the past. If you guys want to go check that out. What an interesting show that was. He still owes me a churse, by the way. Nice to see everyone on TikTok. Thank you guys for coming. You guys are super dope and cool kids out there. Super dope and cool kids out there. Cool Cat Crypto. Nice to see you, man. The bird next door.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Just watch Total 2 and 3. Launchpad is set. Let's go alts.
Listen, man, I think altcoin season is always going to be around. And I just think that a lot of people don't really like think about it too much. But I see, all right, so Total 2 you wanted me to look at. That excludes, this is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So it's at, okay, I see. And we're doing pretty okay. And then you want me to look at Total 3, right? Total 3. This is excluding Bitcoin and ETH. So this is strictly altcoins. Yeah, so that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. I'm not going to lie. Red dot printed. Yeah, so it seems like, listen, altcoin season, and it also, everyone always looks like based on Bitcoin dominance, right? Because they're like, oh, Bitcoin dominance. Like, Ben Cohen's a big Bitcoin dominance guy. People would want to see Bitcoin dominance over like 60% or something ridiculous for altcoin season to go. And I don't know. I think that altcoin season kind of does what it wants no matter what dominance does or what everything is. I just think that it's overthought a little bit and that everything just comes out at random time. No one could really predict it. And I don't think the dominance really plays too much of a role there, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, listen, guys, altcoin season's always on my radar. Everything is always on my radar. I'm always looking at things to obviously watch the price action, watch, of course, the technology. And I think today really exemplifies what we should be looking for in technology. One that is going to say fundamentally has good technological infrastructure and fundamentally has good goals, where Bitcoin is that peer-to-peer currency. It is a store of value. Litecoin is a peer-to-peer currency. It is a store of value versus like, Solana that people want to play games on. They want to build dApps on, but it's just not technologically sound. So I just think that you guys need to just evaluate like what is going on here and where you want to invest and how you want to go about that. If you wake up one morning and just like your bank could be gone, your blockchain could be gone like Solana. So you have to know and prepare for if you wake up, if my coins or tokens, whatever I have on this blockchain, if it's not there, will I be upset? Am I going to lose a lot of money? So put everything in perspective, make a plan, bullish and bearish case scenario for everything. Do your own research, more importantly. Don't listen to anybody. If they try to tell you, move this, move that, sell this, buy this, what matters is you and your pocket. No one's going to make it for you but you. So you have to make sure that you yourself are prepared and that you are confident and you are happy with what you are buying and what you're investing in. DGen Protocol, nice to see you over there on X. What should we call it? So I don't know why your super chats aren't popping up, Ken. But he said we don't.
Thank you.
Oh,
You're
there
welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
She don't hate on others' people bags, and this is why we love her. Farm those airdrops.
Yes. I will not sheesh on your bags. Get whatever you want. Do your airdrops, buy, sell, whatever. It's not my business. None of it's my business. Nothing. I don't care. I can't care. I shouldn't care about what you're trading. I shouldn't care about what you're doing with your bags because it has nothing to concern me. Nothing's paying my bills. So you know what? Do what you need to do. And do what makes you happy, which is the most important thing ever. Do what makes you happy. And that's why I love the Doge mentality as well, because they're all about doing only good every day. And I think we should focus on that, doing only good every day, being your own bank, storing your value, and making sure that you yourself are protected technologically and value-wise. So I hope everyone has a great day. And if you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends. If you guys see any videos that I'm putting out, make sure you guys always hit that like, you comment, helps the algorithm, and share it, because the algorithm, the YouTubes, all these social media platforms, they're scared of crypto. And I saw Tom was in the chat before and a few others. There's a few platforms that they're very against the cryptos. So you got to make sure we keep posting it, we keep sharing, and we always, always, always be a community, man. This is what it's all about. It's about being a community. It's about being there for each other. So again, Solana should be fully operational now. So if you guys have assets on it, you are able to move and you're able to do whatever. So keep calm, hodl on, be your own bank. If you haven't yet taken crypto off of the exchange, smash the like, subscribe, share this video out with friends. I will be back tomorrow. We have a goal of 15,000 subscribers on this freaking channel, and YouTube is driving us crazy, and we're trying to get there. We're really trying to get there. We have 110 subscribers left until we hit 15K. Let's pimp it! Share this out with your mom, your dad, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend. Make sure they subscribe to this channel so that they could be educated. That way they could keep calm, they could hodl on. And you know what? That's what the most important thing is. What is the most important thing? Say it in the chat. What's the most important thing ever? Nothing else but to stay zesty. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. And then we have another show at 2 p.m. tomorrow with a special friend of mine. And I'll announce that on Twitter later. Have a great day. See you later. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.